Who was talking about cum beer yesterday?
Oh no, it's Mecha Gamezilla. Welcome to the machine.
We're rolling.
We are, yeah, you can see the things.
Hello, I'm Mecha Gamezilla. Welcome once again to the machine. And joining me today we have...
My name's Jim.
And I'm Findlay. Hiya.
And what I'd like for you both to do is to introduce one another.
Okay.
Alright, cool. This is a sweet robot building gym.
Oh, that's I think that's the best intro anyone's ever gave me. This is Findlay. I would say the foremost expert on films on the planet.
Jesus.
Foremost authority on Batman Forever,
Yes,
definitely.
of course.
And also knows his stuff when it comes to shoes as well.
I really don't. one specific style and pair. The good old windy washers.
Like, I would imagine an expert would be someone who'd have quite a wide...
The thing is,
straight
he
line.
already knows what the perfect shoe is, which is the Adidas Samba.
Black
So,
leather.
It's like once you've discovered nuclear fission, why would you go back and experiment with things like coal or
Surely
oil
once
or
nuclear
gas?
fission's been discovered, you would then look for nuclear fission plus.
That sounds like a good energy drink.
What do you think, hypothetically, what would an Adidas Samba Plus offer?
Lights.
Light
no,
up
like,
shoes?
No, like
okay.
the Fila. Was it Fila? Oh, no, LA Gears, and it's like when you stomped on them, they lit up all around the sides.
Did you guys have light up shoes when you were young?
Yeah, I did, man. I had. They were like a really good birthday gift. My sister got the pumpy up shoes, and I got the LA Gears that like lit
LA
up.
lights.
The LA lights that lit
That's
up.
incredible.
And they lasted.
I was always very envious of anyone who had lights in their shoes.
I always
It meant a
remember-
lot.
Oh, that was like the big treat.
I
I
just-
got them. I was like, I didn't really want to wear them. I just want to like put them on my hands and walk about the house.
I just would buy Nike Air and Imagine.
Sellotape
Imagine if there were
fairy
lights in those bubbles.
I always remember it was my mum and my gran were very much anti light up shoes. They thought they were obviously a wee bit tacky. a wee
Oh,
bit
they absolutely
uncouth.
are.
But then, about a month or two later, my great grandmother, who was born in 1921, I think, bought them for me on the grounds that she thought they were like the best thing ever.
And she wasn't
And
wrong.
she was like, "We never had these in the
Those-
1920s." That was honestly her rationale. Was she basically said, "We had nothing like this in the 1920s.
Well, that's the thing. She
Why
was-
the fuck not?"
She was
should
from the
see Tourist
roaring
Extreme.
20s when excess was like, pure Great Gatsby stuff. And if Gatsby could have had LA lights, he would have.
Aye.
Because I even remember as a wee boy knowing that both my gran and my mum were raging about it. But the fact is, what can you really do to a woman who would have been in her 80s or her 90s at the time? You can't. You're untouchable. You can buy light up shoes for whoever you want.
Was your grandmother not like, have you bought light up shoes for that fucking Fenian?
This is no.
What colour were they?
No. This was the good side. This was the Catholic side of the family.
Oh,
so obviously
good.
this was totally fine. There was no
So they were green and white and played the fields left and right.
Marry me with my money.
We all have those things in life that, certainly when we're younger, that a personality defining discovery, be it a band or
I think I know where this is going.
an artist or a game or a show or a film, something that really touches in a way that this is going to affect me now and kind of lead to the sort of person I am. It just feels like it's really personal for me. What's the earliest one of those you can remember?
And is it specifically media or are we
You
talking?
can
Because I thought this was going down the line.
Is
you were
it
trying
LA Lights?
Well, I thought you were going to try and goad me into telling the Finian grandson story.
Hey, it's coming.
Do you know the Finian grandson story? Findlay?
I've heard snippets.
You've
of it,
heard
but
rumours?
I don't know it for the source. I don't know it for the top of the mountain.
Well, I think if this is going to be the Catholic Shamecast, we should start with a story where a 3-month-old child was Catholic shamed. So
Before I knew what Catholic was.
no, but to give a fairly short version of it, my mum a Catholic, my dad a Protestant. Classic love story, Romeo and Juliet.
Beautiful.
That's sexy, isn't it?
But Michael Collins about it.
How do you think someone like me came?
Just slapping the fuck out of each other during the.
The thing that was funny about it is neither my mum or dad cared about religion at all, but obviously the family around
Oh,
it.
yeah, it's built in. It's ironclad. Like.
But essentially, my mum's side of the family, Catholics, didn't like it, but were okay with it. Eventually grew to accept it. My dad's side of the family, dirty Hun Catholics,
Yes.
hated the idea of there being any Tim blood in the line.
Oh, that poison, that dirty.
And for a long time, they were very
You
anti.
can't get it out.
You can't, no amount of bleach or scrubbing is going to get that. It's in there. Can't take it out.
No.
But essentially,
shamrocks.
Protestant gran disowned me.
The prod
And
gran.
the proddy gran disowned me, and to the point where she didn't even
Proddy grand.
proddy gran
Proddy gran.
disowned before I even left the womb. And then about 2 or 3 months later, they found out I was getting baptized. Things just went from bad to worse,
first
bad to
tattoo.
worse. I know it's still there. You can see it. If you look hard enough, the burn. But my mum one day got a letter from her mother-in-law. Basically, she opened it. She was like, "Oh, this is probably her apologising and saying she wants to see
Oh.
our grandson."
If I know proddies like I know proddies, they don't apologise.
How much of this is going to stay in? Because
Oh yeah, unedited.
the Good Friday agreement.
I'm waiting for somewhere to cut.
My mum gets a letter. It's from what I understand, it was a tirade, but it essentially boiled down to, "I'll never see my Finian grandson again, ever." And this thing is obviously I
They
was.
were much cooler in the 20s, right?
Oh yeah,
Was there a kiss at the end?
yeah. P.S. Please.
But it was a kiss turn.
But anyway, so yeah, Finian grandson. That was me marked for life as FG. Told this story to Owen and some other friends well in Japan. The great thing about Japan is there's no concept of Finians in Japan, if you can believe it.
So, what have you been playing recently?
Well, have we all been playing recently?
Can we talk about Mitomo?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Mitomo launched today.
Literally within hours of recording this podcast, and we've all been playing it.
We've all been scudding the life out of it.
So, for those listening, you'll remember Mitomo coming out about a month or two ago. If you're listening to this as it goes upline.
So Nintendo was still a company.
Yeah.
They have since obviously filed for bankruptcy.
Everyone listening now hates Mitomo, including both of you. Like,
Or they're making scathing tweets like, "Remember me, Tomo."
do you remember that ushered in the death of Nintendo?
Yeah.
See,
And
now
we all thought it was so
we've
good.
probably got our PayPal's linked up to me, Tomo, and
Yeah.
I'm paying for every variation of Adidas Sambas that they've got.
So, how's everyone finding Mitomo?
It's weirdly addictive, but you can tell it's kind of fleeting. But
It's-
I'm enjoying its like
it's-
huge surge in popularity just because it's fun and
I
stupid.
love the purity of it.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I love how unironic it is.
Yeah, it is literally
It's
just stupid.
keep-
It asks you, one of the first questions is, "What's your favourite bread?"
Yeah. I love stuff like that. Honestly, love stuff.
It's like
It's Ask FM without having to answer other
Shite.
people's stupid shit
Shit.
questions. Nintendo provides the questions,
which are shit, but sweetly shit.
sweetly. Everything
Yeah,
about it
no.
is very sweet. I think it's.
Aye. Plus, it's daft and it lets you finally put your me in really like stupid photos.
It lets you make your me say cunt. And to be honest, I've wanted to say that so many times while playing Mario Kart 8 and I've never had the opportunity.
Why would you mind? You're the pro gamer.
But that's the thing
He's
is,
always in 1st
You're a
place.
race man.
Best thing is, as a programmer, I would violently shit on everyone else because I'm
so good.
much more superior to all
Well,
of
it's
you.
because you're jacked up on Dorito dust and loopy lannies and sugar rings and...
When did you become a pro gamer?
That's a good question. I think for me it would have been in the Nintendo 64 era. I went for the high score in Buck Bumble for the Nintendo.
Can you fill me in? What is Buck Bumble?
Have you never? So Buck Bumble.
I just like the name.
It is a Nintendo 64 game about an anthropomorphic bee with a gun.
Oh, I think I've seen pictures of that. Is it like purpley?
It has a very.
Is he frowning?
He's got an attitude. I'll tell you that much.
Is it miniguns?
It
Is
was,
there skyscrapers tumbling behind them?
No, not quite.
Someone needs to do Mastermind and their topic exclusively being anthropomorphic 90s video game mascots with attitude.
So-
and there'd be a wealth.
Buck
to
Bumble
choose from.
separated himself from the competition by having a UK garage theme tune.
Whoa!
I recommend either looking up or editing into this podcast.
When was it? Like about 90?
It would have been late 90s, yeah.
Oh, that's when garage was king.
It
Buffalo
was,
Dodger
it
as
is,
fuck, mate.
yeah, it was like, it is heavy.
What kind of game was it? Was it a racing game?
Also, Buck Bumble?
Aye.
Buck Bumble was, you fly about and you shoot people as a bee with attitude.
That sounds a wee bit like
The
Superman.
progenitor.
Superman,
to-
have you ever played Superman 64?
Yeah.
Obviously, as a Superman fan,
Aye.
what do you think of it? Lex Luthor,
It's
solve my maze.
it's kind of amazing. It's like it gets used on like hundreds of like, this game is the worst game of all time. But see when you play it, you're like, holy shit, this is unplayable. It is just.
I've
dog
never
shit.
played it. Obviously, I know it from its reputation, but I've never
It's
played it.
terrible. Our pal Kevin O'Hara used to have it, and we could never beat it. So he'd always want to go and he'd always want to play that, get frustrated at it, then go on GoldenEye and play with just the golden guns, just so he would know what it felt like to kill somebody with one shot.
What about now? It's time to rock with the Biggity Buck Bumble.
I had name problems as well because I was James, and James is a Tory name, so got rid of that. Was called Jamie for a long time, and then was in a class with a girl called Jamie.
Oh well, we can't
And
help
because obviously I had a fragile masculinity, I immediately insisted that everyone start calling me Jim.
that. Alright.
So I've been
Jim the Builder.
Jim the window washer. Hi guys, I'm Jim. None of this Jamie shit.
Call me Jim. You know, like the place where you get fucking ripped.
You can call me Jim, but if you guys really want to go full belt, Mr. Jim will do just nicely.
I got called Purvis for a long time as well, but ditched that as well because Purvis is kind of vaguely
Pervy.
perfect. Well, the thing is, obviously, you can very easily turn it into like pervert.
Pervert.
Yeah, that happened a lot.
Persuasive.
Despite having the most milquetoast sexual proclivities, people used to call me pervert all the time.
Aw.
I'm no Guy Woodward, I can tell you that one.
Well, Jim's just set
Don't
up the
speak ill
dam.
of the dead now. So you mentioned having quite mild sexual perversions. How far would you push it? Say you meet someone and they're like, I want to go quite far. I want to go off the deep end.
What do you mean by off the deep end? So,
No, that's the thing. How far before you go, I'm out?
well, this is the thing, is because I'm such a weak-willed person, I think if anyone was to say to me, I want to do this, I would just say,
Yes.
okay, that's fine.
Anything for a bone. Chew the pages of the Bible.
It's not even about it's not,
Confliction.
it's not
You're
even about
asking
desperate.
for a pagan there. You realise that?
If someone said to me, I'm
Doc,
gonna,
Dock me up.
Doc with my dildo.
I'd be like,
Okay.
well, this is awkward, so
Pegging
I'm not gonna
Doc.
say no. It's less awkward to get pegged than to say to someone,
Don't
want to be
peg.
pegged."
No peg.
I'm just a big boy clay ready to get pegged.
So I think that's the problem. Is anyone?
So you've no limits.
No, I have, by virtue of being a pathetic person, I have no limits.
If she said eat my poo,
Eat my. I think I could get away with not doing that. This is the problem again. So as I was saying, if someone told me to do it, I think I would have to do it because anytime someone tells me to do something, I'll probably do it. But do you think anyone would actually be as bold as to say?
Probably constantly.
I feel like if someone said, "Do you feel like?" I feel like I could deflect that. If someone said to me, "You're eating this shit," I think I'm such a weak-willed, subservient person. I would probably just say, "Okay."
I'm so glad you never joined the army, Jim.
Big shout out for
It reminded me that I forgot to introduce David Lynch, who's still in the machine.
Oh, really? Hi, David.
Hello.
Hi, David. How's it going?
75% nightmare.
Oh, really? Nice. Yeah.
Is that true?
Do you want to ask David anything while you have the opportunity?
David, what is your favourite dark chocolate mint-based egg?
That's a very good question.
So, David, how are you enjoying Mitomo? I assume you've installed it already.
There's a lot wrong with it, but that part is
Always happy to hear.
Yeah, that
allure.
makes sense. Yeah.
Thanks, David. It's much appreciated.
You're welcome.
So, video game controversy.
Uh-huh.
It's time.
Okay.
Video game news. So, video game controversy this week is that the guy who created Marble Madness, he went to see Batman v Superman, and he said that he thought it was too long.
Fired.
It was a bit too long, and he wasn't really fond of it. He liked some of the ideas, but he didn't think they worked. So he went on this thing about
Marble Madness. The guy's lost his marbles. I'm telling you right now.
Well, here's the thing.
Suffering from Marble Madness.
For a lot of people, they thought, right, okay, that's fair enough. But Zack Snyder found out about it,
Big Marble Madness fan. Zack Snyder.
and Zack Snyder got in touch with him, and it was a public thing, like the @ on Twitter, and he said,
Points to make.
it's the guy's name is Mark.
Marble.
Marble Mark.
It's Mark Kearney, the guy who's now the PlayStation.
Is that true?
Yeah, Marble Madness man.
Oh,
But
I thought we were Lampoon.
this is how it,
It's like, wait,
This actually happened.
yeah.
His name,
This is
folks,
how
is not
people
Marble
found.
Marbles.
So I just want to say, right up till now, I thought this was a fictitious scenario. That you
No,
wanted.
never. Not in the machine.
Not in the machine.
So, Mark, he was just putting his own thing out there. Like, he wasn't having a go.
I mean,
Anymore.
he's a smart guy. He created the PlayStation 4, one of the most unreliable pieces of shit on the video game market.
Hey, he's the guy who secured the opportunity to donate to a Kickstarter for Shenmue 3. So, that's, show the guy some credit. My God. So, but Zack Snyder found out about it, and
Do you think Zack Snyder would ever collaborate with Mark Kearney to create Shenmue 3, the movie?
Well, not now, because
Shenmue 3D.
Zack Snyder said, "Sorry, mate. In the next film, I'll put in more fucking marbles." And it was just like really like, whoa, like surely.
That's a low blow, going straight from the marble.
But Mark's he's a nice,
He's a lovely guy.
nice enough guy. So he was just like, he replied like good and a smiley face, like looking forward to it, Zach. If you need any help with the marbles. So he offered, like, I can help you out with the marbles in future. And Zack Snyder just went, fuck off.
That's
So
that's a classic Snyder response.
Yeah.
Though.
And then he tweeted him all the pictures of forklifts in every single Zack Snyder film.
So that's this week's video game controversy.
What do you think of that, Findlay?
So reactions?
Yeah.
Reactions. They're as bad as each other.
Video game controversy. Journalistic integrity.
Do you want to talk about the booing children?
Yeah,
For those who don't know.
I'll tell the story. It reflects badly on me as a person, but so it would have been 2 years ago now. Me and a group of my friends, including Mecha Gamezilla. Went to the Eurogamer expo, also known as fucking Hell on Earth 2014.
It sounds whack, my boys.
It
sounds whack.
So it's one of those things where it's you're having fun, but you're having fun because
You're
of
with your
people
pals.
you're with your pals. We could have just went a weekend to North Berwick, jumped in the pool, and had just as much fun as we did at Eurogamer.
Played a game of Scotch.
Basically what happened was we went to a place in the middle of fucking nowhere called the Loading Bar. Well, that's the thing about London. It's very difficult. The thing is, they say this place is in London. You're like, oh, well, we're in London, and then an hour and a half later, you're still travelling to the place. You're still in London. Went to this place called the Loading Bar, which was quite nice. It was quite fun. Had a disgusting chocobo shot, so fried chicken and. I'm going off topic quite hard.
Fried chicken and I don't know.
But basically,
Fried chicken
people
in a
were
drink.
People were drinking shots with fried chicken, and
Was it
led to big hangovers.
Holy shit!
including
Hold on,
us.
wait, fried chicken. But what fried chicken? What was in it?
It was alcohol stewed with fried chicken.
Holy shit!
It tasted like complete
Trash.
trash.
It sounds like
It was
hot
terrible,
garbage.
but anyway, we had a fairly good night, and everyone had been drinking. So next morning, I woke up had a really bad headache, and couldn't get back. Basically, it was one of those situations where you wake up with a headache at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, I can't make myself go back to sleep. Everyone else was sleeping, so I decided best thing for a headache is to go to a conference hall with lots of video games and bad smells and people shouting over microphones. That'll cure it. That'll sort it out. Went to the Nintendo booth, played some Super Smash Brothers, and the idea was you play a Super Smash Brothers free for all for 2 minutes. If you're the last one standing by sheer roll of the dice, you get entered into a 8-person tournament on a big stage. So that happened to me. That was inflicted upon me. I won the free for all.
Rough as guts.
Entered the tournament. Rough
Well,
as
that's
guts, quite hungover.
That's the perils of being a pro gamer.
That's the peril of being a pro gamer. You win some, you lose some.
No, you win.
win them all.
You win them all, and just sometimes you've got to say, ladies,
But,
I'm busy gaming.
so what happened was, I was the only pro gamer in the tournament. Everyone else was they were just casual.
Just shit munchers.
Shit
People
munchers.
there just to have fun.
People there have
Room meat. Just
people
fucking
who
cunts.
think Super Smash Bros is a thing you enjoy, and it's not a thing you compete
It's
in.
not a sport.
And so made my way through this tournament and got to the finals, and it was me versus a girl who was about 14, 15 years old. She was only there to have fun. God bless her.
God bless her.
God bless her.
Can you imagine
I
that?
broke her fucking
What ended up happening was
Snapped every thumb.
within the first minute of our match, I'd killed her twice, and there was a
It's
lot
like a
on the,
Nolan film.
There was a lot on
Did Gaming Jim come out?
Jim. I was Bane from your favourite film, Dark Knight Rises, and she was Batman. And I took her over my knee. Oh god, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, baby.
Broke her back, but
That's better.
broke her back. That's better.
And I dropped her broken body
In front
into
of
the
her
crowd.
parents. Our dad had a wee
I was
flag with
winning-
her name on it.
I was winning 2-0.
Threw her limbs to the crowd.
With a minute to go, did a wee taunt with my character and got him to go, hey, come
Billy
on,
Big Boss.
come on. And immediately, everyone watching turned on me. And this is the thing. The thing that's funny is because of the aforementioned hangovers, everyone else was in bed, so it was me on my own getting booed. And what I chose to do was for the first couple of days, I elected not to tell everyone else about the boon. I just thought, I wanted a Smash Brothers thing while you guys were all sleeping.
And there was a sea of smiles.
And everyone was so happy for it, but everyone was booing me. And then they had the guys doing the commentary, and I think the guys doing the commentary were not happy with it as well. So there was a lot of.
But if they put taunts in the game, then
It should. This is the thing. It's for when it comes to pro gaming. Whatever it takes to win.
so you got booed
so
by,
I got booed
by
on-
a sea of angry
So
casual shit munchers.
I intimidated a child and was rightfully reprimanded for it. But
I wouldn't
still
say
won
rightfully.
the match, so therefore was the organisers of the tournament were legally obligated to give me a Nintendo 3DS.
So you won it.
I won it, yeah.
You know what you should have done? You should have snapped it out of your knee.
Well, the thing is, it was an empty cardboard box they gave me. And,
Snapped it out of your knee.
They told me to provide a PO box address for the 3DS, so it was all a
farce.
It's all a farce, really.
And how come, as a pro gamer in Japan, you didn't win Jack from any of the
That's true.
UFO
Yeah, I was the
catchers?
only person who didn't win anything from
The
the
only... Could you say again? You were the...
only person who didn't win anything from an arcade machine.
The only one. Oh, Jesus. That speaks
How
volumes.
many people? Someone won a big box of chocolate pies. What flavors of crisps did you have when you were over there?
A big regret.
I had a lot of seaweed crisps.
A big regret for me was not buying the KFC crisps.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the Colonel's face on this bag of crisps, and I took a photo of them, but I didn't buy them, and I should have.
You should have.
That's
bought
a
them.
regret.
Just brought them home, put them on the shelf.
I didn't even. This is the thing is, you shouldn't have told me about this because now I feel regret for not even knowing that they existed.
I know, and I love KFC a lot, and now
KFC.
knowing that they exist, I love them.
KFC is good, like.
It's great. I go a lot.
KFC.
I've got one of the wee club cards now.
The first KFC in Ireland, I went there.
I
I remember when
Guys,
the first.
we're getting the train.
I remember when the first KFC opened in Ireland, and it was kind of exciting.
Aye.
And I went there.
Was it like when the first McDonald's opened in Soviet Russia and there was riots and stuff?
And then Wham opened it.
Well, not quite, but I went up and I said, well, I'll have the 2 pieces of chicken and chips, whatever it was called. We've no chicken. No, but we have chips. Do you
Chips
still want
and
to
beans.
say? I don't want just. I can.
Is it the C stands for chips, not chicken?
It's like I could get chips out of Harry Ramsden's. So that was the first KFC adventure. No chicken.
We're out of chicken.
Everybody
got too excited.
Everyone, you'll never guess.
walking down the street with just 2 buckets. It's
You'll
like,
fucking never guess what everyone's after ordering. Everyone's ordered the chicken.
everybody's
so.
eating the chicken. We underestimated the lust for chicken.
What else have you had?
Beans, coleslaw,
Wipes. We've just got wipes.
wipes for dessert.
Chicken.
So, David,
Wookiees.
do you mind if we do the Twitter questions now, Dave?
I don't Twitter enough, probably.
Okay, cool.
Wookiees.
Texas Tom Alden asks, with the centennial of the Easter rising upon us, do you still advocate a colony drop on Belfast?
Well, Tom, I've got a lot of time for you, buddy, and the answer is absolutely yes. Thanks, Tom, for your question.
I agree because the only time I've been in Belfast, they shut down the city centre because they were having a fight about a flag.
Fuck flags, ban them all.
See if anybody
Yeah, it's like just taking all the toys away from the kids who are fighting over them. Like, look, well then, fine. No Fisher
No
Price
flags.
car for anybody.
No national identity via flags. Get them fucked.
It's a bad flag. And they were fighting over it. They were fighting over a bad flag. Wasn't even a good. You know what? If it had been a nice flag, and they were.
How would you improve the British flag?
Take
the fucking blue over.
I'll be honest. That's what I was about to say. We had a chance.
Make it just a panel of emerald green.
We had a chance. We had a chance to improve it 2 years ago.
Hoisin Crispy Owl asks, biggest buyer's remorse yous have had, games or otherwise? Now, Finney, I know you live
buy
in
a
a
lot.
constant state of buyer's
I do live in a constant state of buyer's remorse. I don't know.
Oh, buyer's remorse. I think most recent Nintendo games, as much as I love Nintendo, there's been a lot of bad Nintendo games. So I would say most video games.
At the Toilet Duck asks, after a drunken night out, which video game character would you least want to wake up next to?
Awesome Possum.
Willy Yoshi. You know that all those things I said about it.
Because of the friction bumps.
Imagine
on your
having
legs.
to-
Exactly. You might be you'd have fluff
But
everywhere.
imagine having to clean them up. Like getting the grot out of him.
Nah, you just fire him in the washing machine. Have a cup of tea, watch him drink. Mine would be Awesome Possum, because you'd wake up and you'd be like, save the environment. Did you put that condom in the black bin or the green bin?
You can't just flush a condom. And he's right. You're not supposed to.
I know. You can put it on your heat, but you can't flush it. What a world. What a world we live in.
Lee Moria asks, please provide in great detail your opinions on the 2016 EU referendum.
That's heavy. That is heavy. I think I'm going to have to consult Wario for this. And as far as I know, just let me, I'm just...
Wario's a libertarian.
I'm just channeling Wario here. Wario says, get out!
We're going to get a contact from Nintendo saying, Wario does not.
Other opinions are available. Like Waluigi says, keep in!
Why?
A weird dichotomy.
Why is Waluigi pro EU but Wario is anti EU?
You'd have to ask them. The B&B movie asks, if you were on cinematic classic Hackers, what would your hacking name be?
Do you know, despite holding a degree in computer science, I've never seen the film Hackers.
Oh.
Can you guys explain to me
you gotta see
what
Hackers.
Hackers is about?
I don't even... It must have dated the day it came out. The day that film came out, people must have went and seen that and been like, this film is dated
I think
as
I've
fuck.
seen Swordfish is the one with Halle Berry.
Yeah,
I've seen that. That's not Hackers.
No, Hackers is...
I've seen War Games as well. I've seen 2 films about computers.
Here, I'm holding back, but here it is.
Just go on.
Right.
No,
Hackers.
come on.
I've got a thing to say about Hackers.
Go on.
People take the piss out of Hackers. People talk about Hackers being a bad movie and all the rest of it. They fucking do. They fucking do. And here's the thing that really fucking annoys me about people complaining about Hackers. They always pull out the same shit and they say, that's not how hacking works in real life. Now look.
Can you imagine a real life hacking?
Like, that's one thing. First of all, if it was realistic hacking,
you wouldn't have joggies.
You wouldn't
for
have
8
a
hours.
fucking film. But what really annoys me is if the film Hackers was mildly realistic hacking all the way up to near the end, and then near the end they do daft hacking. No, the opening sequence is nonsense hacking, and that to me says they're establishing the rules of hacking in that film's universe right from the start. Right from the start, it goes, this is what hacking's like in the film Hackers.
In the film's universe.
Now, if you want to get up and walk out like 10 seconds in because that's not real hacking, well then fucking
off.
fine. But it's like, obviously in Hackers, it's just like magic computer stuff. You can do this.
Aye.
So, like, the start of Hackers, they're hacking into the television station to put on whatever they want on TV. So you can't
Batman Forever.mp4
Exactly.
drag and drop.
Exactly, but that means that when it gets to the end, when they're hacking the lights, the traffic lights, you can't go, here.
Bollocks!
That's
shit.
It's like, fuck, the hacking's not realistic. Get fucked.
Hackers is secretly a superhero film.
It's great.
It's amazing, and the soundtrack.
Better
the
or
soundtrack.
worse than Batman vs Superman? Or Batman v Superman, sorry.
Oh, it's a bajillion times better. It's colourful, it's got scenes where you're flying through cyberspace, but it's 90s cyberspace, so you know it's...
The baddie has a skateboard.
Yeah.
Like, I never saw Doomsday with a skateboard in Batman v
Exactly.
They play Wipeout.
They play Wipeout.
Superman. The PlayStation game.
Yep.
Not the BBC game
Nope.
show.
Jesus, no. No.
But,
and the soundtrack is like...
it's so good.
The best of 90s dance and trance, but unironically incredible.
Yeah, like
It's-
good tunes.
Yeah, just actual like
The ones you
orbital and
remember
stuff.
enjoying.
Yeah, it's just
I
so good.
really want to watch Hackers now.
It's
But
amazing.
I'm going to bring it back on topic. What would your hacker name be?
Motorola Razr.
Motorola Razr. Okay.
Whirlpool Avenger,
Whirlpool Avenger. Like the washing machine.
like the washing machine.
But it's got an axe to grind.
Don't cross me.
It's got traffic lights to hack.
I think I would be Smarter Child in honor of the AOL chatbot.
Nice. And to go with your superiority complex through being a programmer.
The B&B movie asks, what celebrity could you definitely beat up if a situation escalated?
I was thinking about this question, and the first thing that popped to my mind was the children from the Spiderwick Chronicles. I'm pretty sure that's Freddie Whitmore. I just wailing his white ass.
Maybe Jack Whitehall. Because he doesn't seem strong, and also I think I could muster up
Enough.
Yeah, like very easy to
the
motivate
hate
yourself
fists.
to-
You'd get the hate
yeah,
fists.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the ones where your fingers fuse together.
just like
and you just wail.
meat stones.
Who's the biggest proddy celeb?
The Queen.
Let's hug for us.
It's the Queen. It is the Queen. The
She's
Queen is the biggest
she's-
proddy
She's
celeb.
King Prod.
So do you think if it was you? Well, the thing is,
Prod.
the Queen's old, isn't she?
Are you actually asking?
I'm gonna have to hack into the database to find that out, but
could-
just going for the pictures.
I think we could bat. I think we easily could bat on the Queen.
Beach Episode asks, favorite WarioWare minigame?
Now that I don't have a girlfriend, I can say that the WarioWare sniffing girl was quite cute and not worry about any repercussions.
I like the one where you've got to.
I think
Sudden bang on the door.
that's why it finished me, because she found out about me and the WarioWare sniffy girl.
You'd wait to get to the minigame and just for like 5 seconds and just fucking turn
Why
it
is there
off.
lipstick all over this Game Boy Advance?
Why is Jim wearing lipstick? I like the one where you've got to. I think there's one where you've got to pluck a nose hair.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I like the one as well where you have to make Wario jump over the hot dog.
I like that one.
That's
I
good.
like the Ashley one just because that tune is so good.
Mono Pizza.
One for Jim here.
Oh.
Nickerton asks, how does it feel to gamble your life on pro gaming and peaking in your early 20s?
Well, I'll tell you something. I won that Smash Bros tournament at 25, so that's not early 20s, that's mid 20s. And that 3DS paid the electricity for 2.5 weeks. So easy, no problem.
So Nickerton
doesn't know what he's talking about.
at Colburn asks, if you could pick any game to magically grow a bustling competitive scene, what would it be? Micro Machines V3.
Viking Machine 3.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'll go with
Is that the one where you're on a drag race or you're on a toilet pan?
Mega Man 2 Soccer.
No, I think the toilet was in Turbo Tournament.
It was.
Is that your favourite video game toilet?
Ooh.
What is your favourite video game toilet?
Maybe Silent Hill 2. The toilet in that.
I'm going to go with, I think it was Banjo-Kazooie or the sequel, where you could get turned into a toilet. And that was quite relatable for me as a human toilet.
So Jim,
Yeah.
you mentioned relating to a human toilet. Do you want to tell us about that a bit?
It's not. Why are you holding? You're holding the mug. I think you're trying to.
The mug. Tell me about this mug. Jim, what's going on?
So the mug that you were holding and now Findlay's holding is for a television program called The TV That Made Me.
Never heard of
it. Yeah, it's a BBC daytime television program produced in Glasgow by a team of creatively bankrupt idiots.
Morally reprehensible.
Morally
fuckheads.
reprehensible. People with absolutely no scruples whatsoever.
Given now, I'm on the BBC gravy train now. So.
Aye. It's only
Choo choo.
We haven't even mentioned
Only
TV's mecha games.
Guys, what you kind of see is that Owen's got hundreds of disclaimers in his back pocket that we have to sign.
So it's for a TV, but we don't need to spend much time describing it because it's a TV program no one has heard of. My girlfriend at the time was working on, and then she met the man of her dreams, who was a somewhat overweight English guy in his late 30s who voted no in the referendum. Big Man City fan, if that makes any difference.
Jesus.
And
This is the mug
it was it's a match made in heaven.
It's like Nick Hornby wrote it.
Oh,
Hi guys,
that's what is he
hi
here?
guys. Just talking to Jim's current girlfriend.
But yeah, so this mug, I believe it's the mug they have in the program. I've never paid that much attention.
Because it sounds boring.
It was terrible. But the mug is, I guess, a keepsake of that. But
So what you're saying is, I'm piecing this together.
that we should smash the mug.
At the time that you got this mug, you were in a relationship with a girl who met another fellow at the workplace.
Yes.
That this mug is from.
You've condensed it
Eloquently.
beautifully because I was going on a big tangent there.
So you've still got the mug, which every time you look at reminds you of the bitter.
Out of decency, I've not burned all our stuff. So
Let's smash the mug.
let's smash that mug.
But weirdo.
Let's step out into the machine's balcony.
I don't want to hurt you guys while I smash it, so what do you think is the safest way to do this?
Whatever feels right. We can't tell you how to do this.
Aye.
Would be good. But
So, Jim, just before it happens,
yep, we're live. We're in the field. Does you think this is the right thing to do?
Absolutely.
To record myself smashing a mug? Yep.
freeing yourself,
Absolutely. Right. Okay.
exercising a demon.
We'll consider it symbolic, even if it maybe isn't.
You'll have to deliver some kind of.
Give me a line. Give me a line, and I'll say.
No, Jim, this has to be you.
This is your guy.
This has to be you.
How did we end up like this?
Is that what you're going to say?
I'm going to smash it. I'm just going to smash it.
Okay.
Nice.
Instant siren.
It's just one of those days!
That mug put up a fight. Oh my god, that mug put up a fight. He was flailing, it didn't want to go. He was yawning, he was jonesing, he was giving it all of that.
Well, Jim made his choice.
He was smack talking, but smash that fucker in a kindling.
Goodbyes and closing thoughts.
Just be good, be nice, be safe. Hard work never killed anyone, but why take the chance?